Hey, Aries, intuitive soul coach here with your July 2023 bonus reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings, so please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or entering into the free monthly reading giveaway, you can find both of those links in the description box below. Aries, July is a very powerful month. Not only are we moving into Aries and Libra, South and North Node, we are also experiencing a lot on the collective, on an energetic level. There's a lot going on within the planetary alignments, but I do feel like this is going to impact you greatly. What I'm feeling here intuitively is there's a lot of changes happening, not just on an internal level for you, Aries, but on a surface level. And you're going to see these manifesting for you in the month of July. So in today's reading, we'll talk about the overall energy, the greatest strengths that you can utilize at this time, as well as your fullest potential, action steps, messages from your guides, and then we'll connect to an overall outcome or celebratory energy. Now, some of you may be making big changes in your world, whether it has to do with career, it could be health, it could be moving, finances, relationships. It is going to be very impactful, is what I am sensing here for you. I do feel a lot of you are shifting the way that you feel about money as well. You may be taking a look at your money, placing it in new establishments. You may be growing your finances, coming up with new income sources. This could be a very powerful month for you as well to start your own business or to amplify. There could be a spin-off this month. I am getting a spin-off of a situation. So something you may not see coming, but I feel like it's going to benefit you in a very powerful way. So let's dive in here. Now, we're going to take a look and see what the overall energy is for you. And the main card showing up, we have Gemini and Capricorn, and it says clear your mind and take a reality check. Well, this is interesting because we actually have the full moon. When this reading is coming out, that full moon is in the sign of Capricorn. So this makes perfect sense that this is the overall energy showing up for you in the month of July. And Capricorn is a very direct, determined, go-getter energy. Capricorn has you looking at things that are not working in your life and the things that can be released in order for you to move towards your highest potential. So yes, it's showing up here very strong, very powerful for you. So a lot of you may be looking at things, assessing and evaluating, but you're quick to make some changes this month. So I don't feel like you're going to be indecisive, Aries. I feel like anything that is not serving you, you may actually feel a little more impulsive this month to let it go. Now, I don't feel like that impulsivity is going to be a negative thing per se because you've been thinking about this in the past. Now, July may just be the month that you feel inspired to take action on fully releasing or letting those things go that no longer work for you. So for example, perhaps you've been thinking about shifting your career, maybe applying for a new position or telling your boss what you need. You've been culminating for months prior, but in July, you finally have the strength and the determination to make things happen. And that's what Capricorn energy is all about. You're saying this is the change that I want and this is what I need to do to make it happen. Now, do be careful though, because sometimes it can be a very powerful energy of my way or the highway. So how we express ourselves, how we ask, that can be very favorable as well, because we don't want to come across as too controlling, too demanding, because that can actually push away opportunities. But I feel like being assertive and knowing your worth is also coming into play. So there's a fine line this month between setting healthy boundaries for you and the people that you connect with, but then there's also you being firm with what it is that you want. So make sure that you are straddling that line this month and making sure you're moving forward with a clear mind, because this Gemini energy here is about you clearing your mind so you have the clarity to ask and to receive in order to move forward and no longer put off possibly the inevitable. And that's what I feel is happening here, Aries. There's something that has been shifting in your world, and whether you've put it off intentionally or whether it has just been external circumstances that have hindered or interfered with some sort of progress or growth, I feel this is the month that, again, you can't put it off any longer, nor do you want to. And that's why Capricorn here is loud and clear. So again, this is your overall energy. We're going to clarify with a few tarot cards before we move on to your greatest strength. All right. Right away, the Ace of Cups shows up. You're getting a lot of big energy is what I feel for you. Now, again, July could be a turnaround month, and that's what I've been feeling intuitively for July for quite some time now, is there's going to be a lot of shifts that we see, not just in our own personal lives, but in the world as well. The world around us, the collective, the energies, the vibrations. 7 is a very powerful number. And not only is 7 the number of spirituality, inner awareness, wisdom, and insight, we are also in a 7 global energetic year. When you add 2023 together, it equals 7. So we are in double 7 energy here. So if we are not in alignment with our soul's truth, with our soul's purpose, Capricorn energy comes in and says, hey, Aries, if this isn't working, it's time to take it to the trash, throw it out, because your soul is craving this necessary change in order for you to come back into some sort of alignment. Because I do feel for a lot of you, you needed to go through a situation that may have been difficult or challenging, but now you have this brand new opportunity to open up your heart. And this actually is the segue, or it leads into your greatest strengths for the month of July, because you have this Libran energy. And as we said, Aries and Libra, South and North nodes are activated this month. And it says, keep your heart open. So this is going to be your greatest strength for the month here of July. There's a new emotional experience, opportunity, relationship available to you here because you're ready. And in the past, you had to go through some sort of introspection. You had to really dive in, because you also have the High Priestess here. And the High Priestess is about paying attention to that gut feeling, paying attention to the voice within. Some of you, your body has been trying to tell you something. Your body, whether it's been through pain, whether it's been through heat, tingling, it could be headaches, it could be numbness, whatever your body has been telling you, it's important for you to pay attention. And it could even be ringing in the ears. It could be a little pressure to your third eye. It could be through songs, signs, symbols. I'm just getting here that a lot of you have really been waking up. You've been aware of your surroundings. There's a heightened level of awareness for you, and you may notice that in the month of July as well. Pay attention to sounds, because sounds may be heightened. Smells may be heightened for you as well. So I'm getting a lot of your other senses are being heightened and shown to you this month for you to pay attention, because the High Priestess says it's time for you to no longer silence that intuition or those intuitive nudges. This is the month to move forward, because your intuition, again, has been trying to get your attention that it's time for change. And this is what was showing up intuitively in the very beginning of your reading here. 6 of Swords is coming out of a situation that may have been a little bit difficult for you, Aries. Whatever area of your life that things were feeling a little bit off kilter, now is for you to make things right. Because you felt a little bit reluctant in the past. Maybe you didn't feel like the timing was right. Maybe you didn't have enough resources to move forward. Perhaps you were still healing or recovering from a situation. Whatever it was for you, there was a little bit of hesitancy, a little bit of reluctancy. But 6 of Swords says you're getting out of Dodge. With that Capricorn energy, you have that push that you need to make some final decisions for you, for your life purpose, and to really align with what it is that you seek. So I like this energy showing up for you. Very powerful reading here. Now, again, your greatest strength is to keep your heart open to these new opportunities and not talk yourself out of a situation, which I don't feel like you're going to do here, because you have all the favorable energies here on your side. But do make sure you speak your world into being, and make sure you are paying attention to your self-talk and the way that you talk to others as well, because communication may show up for you more than once in the month of July, where you either have to open up this throat chakra. There could be an important conversation that you have with a significant other, with someone very important to you, or someone that needs to listen to understand, not immediately listen to react or respond, and vice versa. So the greatest strength, yes, is keeping the heart open, but the fullest potential here for you is pushing through these insecurities with this Cancerian energy. And I do believe here there's a lot of Cancerian energy showing up, so a lot of emotion in the month of July as well. But this emotion is what's going to push you and motivate you to move forward instead of block or hinder you. So again, your fullest potential is to push through those self-doubts, those insecurities, the lack of, what if I don't have enough money? What if I'm not good enough? What if I'm single forever? What if I never can go in this direction? What if I fail, right? All of those what ifs, all of those insecurities that we tend to tell ourselves sometimes, right? For some of you, it's more often than not. For others of you, you're really in that energy of awareness where you can see something for what it is, that it may be an insecurity, it may be a limiting belief, it may be some sort of self-doubt. But what you're doing this month is you're sending it packing. That's your fullest potential. Really beautiful energies here. All right, let's take a look at action steps that you can take this month. So you have a couple of them. You have take a breather, and this is important. And as we talk about the throat chakra, that has to do with breathing as well. That's how we breathe in our life force energy. We inhale, we exhale. There's a saying, right? Breathe in the good stuff and exhale the bad, right? So I feel like that's what you're doing this month, is what is fueling you? What energy are you putting in, and what are you giving out? So take a breather to reflect, to reevaluate, but don't sit in that energy. I don't feel like you're going to, because you already have. You've already been on the straddling the border, right? It's almost like you're on that teeter-totter and you're sitting there and you're kind of waiting for it to go up. You're waiting for it to go down. You're not quite sure, but I do feel here you're ready to take action, but there is still a little bit of a pause before you take action. And I feel like you're going to make the decisions that are in your highest good. So in order for you to continue moving forward here, make sure you reflect on those priorities. Some of you are reassessing your priorities. So for example, you may have a list. Let's say you have a list in front of you, numbered 1 through 5, and perhaps top on your list may be career or new income source, and maybe at the bottom of your list is family, right? And it doesn't mean that, one or more is more important. However, you may just be prioritizing at this time. If that family was listed as number 5, you may be shifting that and putting that at number 1. So I feel you're looking at all of your priorities this month and you're saying, what is in alignment with my soul's truth versus maybe my ego's truth? Maybe my ego really wanted to become number 1 in this job or this position, but really my soul wants to spend more time with my loved ones and my family. So what's happening again is you're adjusting those priorities to match your soul's truth. Let's take a look here and see what else we need to know for action steps. What else do we need to know for Aries for action steps? All right, Page of Swords. Stay open. Stay open to learning. Stay inquisitive. The Page of Swords, he is all about strategy. He's like the private investigator of tarot. He goes searching, and whatever he seeks to find, he seeks through the truth, right? And he also is he can be very analytical, he can be logical, but he is creative as well because he uses both left and right hemispheres of the brain. Now you can see here that on one side, that right, creative, intuitive side is activated, activated. And then on the left side, that logical, rational side is activated as well. But when he can blend that together, that's where the miracles happen. So your message here is to make sure that you're staying creative. You're taking a creative approach, but you're also thinking rationally. And you have that here with take a reality check. So some of you, you're taking a reality check, you're reprioritizing your list there, and you're coming up with some creative new solutions in order to move forward, because you did feel a little bit stuck or disconnected from your intuition or from some sort of knowledge that you wanted to have in order to move forward. But I feel like you have all the tools, you have all the knowledge, you have all the resources here, Aries, in the month of July that are going to help you move forward on your path. Now let's take a look here and see what additional messages from Spirit you need to know at this time. What do we have from Spirit, please? Trust the universe. Beautiful message here. Spirit and your guides and your higher self is saying, Aries, at this time, you need to trust. Because sometimes that trust, when we don't have that, then we feel like we're not in control, right? And this is about trusting that you are part of the higher good, right? You are part of that source, that divine energy, and that you're part of your higher self, right? So your higher self, you can trust, and you can trust your guides and your angels to lead you and to help you and to guide you to move forward in that new direction that I certainly see coming in here with that Ace of Cups. Let's take a look and get an additional message from your Spirit team. What else do we have here, please, for Aries? What do we have for Aries? We have Lemuria, creating heaven on earth. It's happening. Yes, this is beautiful. Lemuria is all about creating that heaven on earth. And I just did a reading, a couple of readings here. I'll link them in the description box below. They're collective. And the last one was all about freedom. And I believe the bonus card or the outcome card was creating heaven on earth. So Aries, this is what you are working on manifesting. Whatever your heaven looks like, where it's abundance, prosperity, love, that's going to look different for each and every one of us, but you are working on heading one step closer. For a lot of you, you're taking leaps and bounds because we've been shifting our energy and our frequencies so drastically, so intensely in the coming, not just in the coming months, but we have been in 2023. I've never seen such radical shifts and changes and quantum leaps and jumps as I have in 2023. So this is something that we're heading towards, and it's happening quickly. And your guides want you to trust that you can and you are currently creating heaven on earth just by being here, just by your presence, by your service, whatever it is that you are doing, you're fulfilling your soul's purpose. And that's an important reminder for you at this time. Now let's take a look at celebratory energy and outcome. What do we have for Aries here? So what can we celebrate this month, and what's the overall outcome for you creating this heaven on earth? What do we have? Release and control. And there's that Taurus energy, which is beautiful because again, Scorpio and Taurus are shifting out of south and north nodes to enter into Aries and Libra. So you are releasing something from the past that maybe you felt like you didn't have control of. Maybe it had control over you. We'll take a look and see what this is. But I love that this is the outcome because you don't want to hang on to this anymore. Aries, I feel like you are done. This is something that's done and over. You've learned valuable soul lessons. For some of you, actually for a lot of you, I'm getting karma. So it wouldn't surprise me if this is possibly justice, if it has to do with, again, a new beginning. Let's see, they're wanting more here. What else do we have for Aries, please? Okay, one more. They're saying we're going to go with 3. Thank you. I'm also getting the name Bryce. Bryce, there could also be... there could be a little bit of a twist off that. Maybe it's Bryson, or it could be a last name. Maybe it's a place. Could be a different country. Could be something I'm not able to quite pronounce. Bryson or Brycelyn. Please take that as it resonates. 5 of Swords. Yes, there was a lot of competition, a lot of ruthless energy. Like, I need to do this. I have to fight. I have to go in battle. I have to be prepared for this war. Not just the preparation, but you already went through it. right? So this is kind of coming out. It's that light at the end of the tunnel. You have the Six of Swords here as well. So you've already been through this. This is what you are letting go of, because a lot of you are shifting. You are vibrating at a different frequency. And I feel like there's some sort of compromise that you've decided to make, even if that is acceptance. It could be forgiveness. It could be that you've dealt with some shadows, maybe some other shadows around you, but you don't want to step into this energy again. Therefore, you're moving onward, and that's what you're releasing. There could have, again, been someone that had a control or had some sort of manipulation over you, or it could have felt very heavy. For a lot of you, it may have been career. Maybe your finances had control over you instead of you having control over your finances. And some of you fought tooth and nail for a situation here, but now you have the Wheel of Fortune and the King of Coins. Look at that here, Aries. Powerful combination coming in for you. The Wheel of Fortune, it says lucky twist of fate. I love the Wheel of Fortune coming in because, again, what did we say in the very beginning? A turning point. In July, it's not just the mid marker of the year, but there is that turning point type of energy that I've been feeling intuitively as well. So there is something shifting. And for a lot of you, it has to do with your money, your abundance, your security, your place here on earth, your finances, your career, but most importantly, it has to do with you, your body, right? Your body. And I do feel that some of you, there's action here to feel better, to do better, to get yourself in better shape. Some of you are also learning more about self-sustainability. You may be growing a garden, thinking about growing a garden in the near future. You may be thinking about solar energy, recycling, what it is that you eat, how you treat Mother Earth. You may be putting more energy and acts of service towards humanitarianism, activism, things of that nature is what I'm getting here for you as well. And you may take that to a professional level. For others of you, I do sense that overall this is securing some sort of abundance. So there could be a new job offer coming in for a lot of you. There could be a new income source. Again, some sort of spin-off. So I'm getting here this spin-off energy for you, Aries, that's actually going to spin off in a really beautiful direction where you finally are able to release something that had a hold over you. So powerful reading. I'm loving this, even though I don't always love to see the Five of Swords because that can be a tough battle. Sometimes won, sometimes lost, but it comes with a little bit of a price. You've had to endure something that was difficult. And as I said that, they were showing me 2222 on the clock. So some of you, you had to make some very powerful choices. Choices to continue moving forward, to move on. You may still have some choices showing up in the month of July, but I certainly feel like you will do what is best for you because your intuition is loud and clear this month. You have it right here. You're no longer going to silence that. Or for some of you, it wasn't even about silencing. It was about not trusting in the intuition. And that's what your guides want to tell you. It's okay to trust in your intuition. Don't second guess yourself. Because we all do it at times. We second guess, is that our intuition? Should we really go in that direction? But I should really go for that job because it's going to pay a lot of money. And even though my soul wants to be with my family at this time, I should. And we silence or we second guess or we don't always listen to our intuitive insights. So that's what I have for you, Aries. I hope it resonates. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share, like, subscribe, comment. If you haven't already hit that subscribe and bell button and you are vibing with the energy of the channel, please do so. Thank you so much for tuning in and being here. Lots of love.